So yesterday I had my hair on a side part and today I have it on a center part. And the girls are wondering what kind of sorcery is going on. Is that her real hair? Is that Lori real hair? You know what? Most of it is, but some of it is extensions. Hey bunnies, welcome to another video. For today's video, we're going to be talking about my hair. Now, I've had my hair like this for, I want to say, the better part of 2 weeks, going on 3 weeks now, and I've gotten a few questions on whether one, it's my real hair, which most of it is, and two, how I got it like this, as well as can I do it for other people? No, I can't, because people, oh my gosh, I don't know. Anyways, so we're going to be talking about my hair. Now, usually I would do clip-ins. These are not clip-ins. I would also do a bond-in. This is not a bond-in. What this is a braidless sew-in. Okay? There are no cane rows, cornrows, plaits in my head at all. It's not tape-in extensions, and it's not, what's the other one? Micro ring things, right? This is a braidless sew-in. We're gonna jump right into it. So what you're going to need: needle, thread, scissors, either hair ties or rubber bands, and a comb to separate, you know, what you're doing. So for demonstration purposes, we are bringing on a bestowed guest. Her name is Susie. What I'd recommend as far as hair goes, get a texture that matches your hair when it's either blown out or flat ironed, because I'm assuming that you're going to be flat ironing your hair or blow drying your hair or curling it some kind of way. Unless you're keeping your hair in its natural state, then something that matches your natural hair texture. This should go without saying. But if your hair is a texture like mine, or like Susie's, where it's a little bit a coarser texture, there we go, for lack of a better word. Oh, that is a good word. If it's a coarser texture like mine or Susie's, you want a texture of hair that's going to match this. Now, the hair that I used, I got from the beauty supply store. It's from Janet Collection. It is the Perm Yaki in 18 inches, and I used 2 packs of that. My natural hair color is a number 2, but what I'm wearing is a 1B. You can see the color difference, but it looks more like low lights than anything else. First thing you want to do, of course, is start in the back section. Susie here has a couple braids going because she is my little practice model. Make sure she's centered. And if my ponytail looks lean, no it doesn't. So so with Susie, we have a little sectioning going on right here because we were trying to do some, what's her name? Coileray braids. Didn't really happen, but you know, here we are. So you want to section off the areas that you want to leave. Also, you could do styles like a half up, half down, or a full, you know, ponytail thing going. So leave out the perimeter of your hair. That's definitely a must. Leave out a section on the sides, like a good enough section on the sides, like for your parting, or you can do a center or a side part, and this can also be done as a flip over type of look. Okay, so for the first section, with mine, I started, where did I start? Not super low. So with mine, I started about here, like not too close to my nape, but I had like a good amount of space so that when I do wear it up in a ponytail, you don't see any wefts. So what I did is I doubled the wefts in my hair. I doubled the wefts, and then I started sewing from the end. Now, based on, you know, having it in for how long I've had it in, I've had to tighten it twice now. And what I've learned is that I think starting from the middle is best. Work your way to one end, double back to the middle, go to the next end, double back again to the middle, and stop right there. That's going to keep the ends nice and tight and from slipping out when it's double sewn. Yeah. So grab another hair tie or rubber band, leave out your edges, your perimeter, and rubber band down this excess right here. so that it's taut as you're sewing. When you're retightening, you won't necessarily have to do this extra step, but for the initial install, definitely do this. Okay, so what I did, measured how much hair I wanted to use. So from one end to the next, cut off the excess and then begin sewing. Place the hair in the area, place the bead, and then, as I said, start from the middle and then to the end and then double back. So through the hair, push the needle through the thread to make a lock. There we go. All right. Push the needle through the thread so that it locks. In place. All right. So that's your starting point. And just sew through, locking each time. Now when I got to the end, I pushed the needle through the weft itself, through that little weft. So through under the hair and then through the weft, like so. So that locks in, right? There you go. And then double back to the center. And then try as much as you can to go in between the areas that you just sewed, the loops. So it looks, the knots are closer together, right? And then try to make a knot each time so that it is super secure. Okay, come around. I genuinely cannot see a thing right now.
Just to say how much you mean to me. What would you do if I told you you were beautiful?
And then to lock it in the end, I like to wrap the thread around it like 3 times and then pull it nice and tight. Cut off the extra string. I think I just cut her hair. Yes, I did. And then you're good to go. Now, what I want to show you is this. All right, here we go. We got some light going. What I want to show you is this. On the first side that we did, because I couldn't really, function and see what I was doing properly, this side, if you don't lock it the way I'm telling you to lock it as you're going, it's going to be loose and slip right off. Okay, so as you're sewing, try to make a knot each time, right? On this side, it was a little bit more easier because I could see what I was doing. So I was able to lock it. You see, it's a lot more on there than this side, right? Right. Also remember, Susie is a doll. If you have the ability to get your roots a little bit, I don't want to say matted. I'm not using the word matted. If your roots can be a little bit thicker, right, than the rest of your hair. Like when I did mine, I noticed that when I blow it out straight like Susie's hair is, and then sew it onto it, there was more slippage, right? I've been working out, so there's a lot more sweating happening. So my roots revert to its natural state, so that it's easier. When I retightened it, it was easier. It stayed on there a lot sturdier. Like right now, it's a lot sturdier than when I initially did it. Now, if Susie wanted to do a ponytail, Susie could easily do a ponytail. If Susie wanted to do a half up, half down, Susie could easily do a half up, half down without, hold on, without her tracks showing, right? You see, yeah, see that? See the separation there? And then you would just start there and then work your way up to the front until you have something looking like me. Okay. All right, I think I covered everything. I hope this was helpful to you. Please remember to make knots as you're sewing. If there are no knots, then it's definitely going to slip, but make sure that you're not straightening your hair too much before you apply it. This is for my natural hair girls. Make sure that if you have a fresh relaxer, wait a while, you know, wait maybe a week or two, you know, when it's not as silky. Make sure you don't have like a silk press before you do this style, because you do need something for the thread to hold on to. All right, and removing is super easy. Just make sure you have someone to help you to find the threads so you don't cut your own hair. Okay, no horror stories in the comment section, please. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I hope this answered everything for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, peace sign and kissy face. Bye.